I'm Sharnali. I'm from KnowMerit, and today we are going to do some coding. We are going to do coding, but we are going to start with some basic, simple coding, that is the block-based coding. And with block-based coding, we can do a lot of things. We can create our own animations, we can create games, and we can do a lot of things. So let me just start the class. Okay, so let me just share my screen with you. And so the one of the most famous block-based coding platform that we use is Scratch, and it's like available in most of the popular languages. And it's like the starting page of Scratch. As you can see, I already have my account, so you can see my username at the top right corner of this page. But what if you are new to Scratch, you don't have your account? Then, okay, let me just sign out from my account. So, if you are new to Scratch, you can just go here to join Scratch, and you can get Scratch just by typing Scratch on your Google page or whatever browser you use. And after that, you will be transferred to a page like this. And if I click on join Scratch, it would ask me to give some username. So let me just type, something really random, and it would ask me to create a password. Again, you can just create your own password. It was triple 4 G's, 3 Y's, and 1. And the moment you have given a password, you can click on next, and you can just select your own country. Then next, you can give your date of birth. I'm just giving some random numbers here. Select your gender, and then just give an email ID. If you don't give your email ID, you will not be able to share your projects. So it's very important you give your email ID. As I already have my account, I will just click on never, and I will come back to the starting page, and I will click on sign in. And now I have signed into my account again. It's very important to sign in. Without signing in, your projects will not be saved again, and you don't want your hard works to go in vains. Now let's start it. So you see the create option at the top left corner, right next to the Scratch logo. You can click on the create, and you will be introduced to a whole new world. So let's see. As you can see, like I have opened my Scratch, and this is like the starting page when you open a new project. So first, the thing that we see is this cat, and we will call it a sprite. From now, any characters, any backgrounds we're going to use here, we call it either sprite, and the backgrounds we will call it backdrops. So let me try to move it outside this white square. Oops, it's just going in. So the thing is, the cat or the sprite can only stay on the stage, this square. This is known as a stage where we are going to put the backdrops and add the sprites. And look at the bottom of the screen, like here you can see the name of your sprite, and you can just call it anything. Let me call it cat for now. And then right next to it, you can see the X and the Y position. Like if you consider the stage as a big Google map, this X and the Y value shows the current location of the cat. Just like when we open Google Map, we see the blue dot that shows the location where we are. Similarly, this X and the Y position shows the current location where the cat is. It's right now at the center, but we are going to learn about it later and like more slowly. Now, look at the bottom. You can see there is an open eye and a close eye sign. If you click on the open eye sign, you can see the cat, and if you click on the close eye sign, it would be hidden. Again, if I click on the open eye, I can just see it. Now, right next to it, you have the size option. You can just give it any size as per your choice. Like, I will make it 150, so it would be bigger. Similarly, you can decrease the size of it. Right next to it, you have the direction option. You can click on the direction and a big circle will pop up. You can use the hand to move it. And normally the direction is set to 90, so the sprites are set, but you can just give it any direction as per your choice. Now let us look here. This is the area where we are going to do all the codings. This is the script area, and it's going to be super fun. Scratch coding is super fun because if you look in the code section, right now you can see the code is blue, so that means we have selected the code sections. And look, the colorful blocks, there is motion, there is looks, sounds, events, control, sensing, operators, variables, and even you can create your own blocks using my blocks. So how this thing work is actually, have you played with Legos or puzzles? Then it's just like that. You grab the blocks one by one, put them one after another, and you just do your coding. And under each sections there are like many rectangular and circular blocks. You can use it to do whatever you want and make whatever you want. And right next to the code section we have the costumes, and if you click on the costumes you will be able to see all the costume that is there for the sprite. You can even make your own costume, like I can duplicate the costume as many times as I want. I can change the color of it, like I can give it any color, like any. And then I can click on the code again to come back to the coding page. Now, if I just go to the sounds, if you go to the sound, you will be able to see the sounds that is available for the sprite. Like for this sprite, only the sound like meow that is available here. Like, no, let me just check. And if you want, you can just add different sounds from the sound library. So you can just go to the bottom where you have a speaker with a plus sign on it, and from there you can just add whatever sounds you want to add here. Now again, you can click on the back option and come back, and you can click on the code to come back to the main page. Now let's do some coding, okay? First of all, we are going to delete the cat, and you can guess how we will do that. Like, look at the bottom of the stage. Here we have a trash can right above the small cat, and we can just click on it to delete the cat. So first today, let's add some background. Like you can add, any background. Let's add a random background. I'm thinking of adding a jungle. So here I go. I have the jungle. You can get your backdrop if you click on the picture sign at the bottom right corner that has a plus sign on it. And if you want to get your sprites, you can click on the cat face. And let me just do that. Here we are transferred to the sprite library, and from here you can pick your own sprite. Now what I can put in a jungle, I think I am going to add the bear walking. So I'll just take the bear. Here I have my first sprite. No, it's too big. Let's make it smaller. So I'm just going to click on the size from here, and I'm going to change its size and make it 50. Now it's perfect. Like I have a perfect bear for me. Now the thing is, I'm going to move it. So let's move it. So remember, in Scratch, we are always going to start with events. Now, what is events? Think of your birthday. That's the event. So if there is no event, like if it's not your birthday, no one is going to come, no one is going to bring present for you. Similarly, here in Scratch, if there is no even block, the other blocks will not work properly. Actually, they will not work at all. And even is like something where you can click. So in Scratch, normally we start our project by clicking on the green flag that we have at the top of the stage. And you can stop it using the red button that is right next to it. Now, if we go to events, look, here we have a green flag clicked, where we have a when space key pressed. Here we have when this sprite clicked, when backdrop switches to something. Anything, most of the time, anything where you can click or press, that is like an event block. So I'm going to start it with a green flag clicked here. So I have done the first stage, that is I have taken a starting block, an event block. Then I will go to motion, and now we need to search for a block that would help our bear to walk. So when we talk about movements, turning it upside down or in different direction, moving it to random position, we will always go to motion. And you can easily remember it from the color, that is blue in color. I'm going to use the move 10 step and check how it's going to move. Right now, if I click on the green flag and keep clicking on it, it's moving, but I don't like the way it's moving. Let's just move it continuously. So we can go to control and we can grab a forever block to move it. So let me just add a forever block here. Oops, now it just moved outside the stage. So the forever block will just do something always. Here we want the beer to move 10 step always, so it just move outside the stage. Now we need to bring it back in. So let's again go to motion, and there if you search and scroll down, you will get a block. If on edge bounce, it's like the fifth last block in motion. You can put it under the move 10 step and see what happens. Now it's inside the stage, but it's just going upside down. We also don't want the beer to go upside down. So I'm just going to use a set rotation style, left and right, to move it properly. Now let's check. Now look at the beer. It's not going upside down. So the set rotation style will help the beer to move left and right only. You have set its rotation style. Now you can click on this white triangle looking thing and check the different rotation style. Look, if I just go for don't rotate, it would just move back and forth. If I go for all around, again, it's just going upside down. So I think I'm going to use the left and right, but you can just try different rotation style and just pick the one you want. So I have set the rotation style of the beer and I think it's moving too fast. So I'll just decrease the steps here. I will make it move 5 steps. But now the beer is like walking so strange, like it's not, walking like a normal animal. So if you go to costumes, look, we can use the costumes to make it work more properly. So for that, I will go to events. I will get one more green flag clicked and I will go to control, take a forever, and I'm going to change its costume. So let me just go to costume again. And for this case, look, I am going to use all the costume. Like, look, if I just keep clicking on the costume, it's changing its costume and it's look like it's moving. So I'm going to use all the costumes. So anything that is related to costumes, color of it, size of it, you can go to looks and get it from there. So I'll just go to looks, and as I'm going to change the costumes one by one slowly, so I will just use the next costume and put it in the forever loop. And now let's check. Oh, the bear is walking, but it's like too fast. It's a cute little bear that's like just walk too fast. So I'm just going to do something here. I'll go to control. We need to slow it down a little bit. And from there, I'll just get the wait 1 second and put it under the next costume. Now look at it. So now it's changing costume and then waiting for 1 second and then again changing costume. If you think the 1 second is too much, you can make it 0.5 seconds or whatever number you want to put, that you can check. Now I think my beer is just working properly. I'm happy with it. Now let's just make him say something. So I will just, go to looks and I'm going to use the say hello for 2 seconds and put it under the green flag. So I am just going to make him say like, hi, welcome to the forest. And let's just check if it's saying that. Yeah, look, the beer is saying that, and then it would start to work. So the say hello for 2 seconds, as we have the 2 seconds here, it would say that for 2 seconds, and then it would start to work. If you want your beer to say something forever, instead of say hello for 2 seconds, you can use the say hello. I'll just keep the hello as it is, and if I click on the green flag, look, It's saying hello forever. So now you can decide like how you want your sprite to say something, and you can use the say hello for 2 seconds or the say hello block according to that. I think I'm going to use the say hello for 2 seconds because I don't want my beard to say hello always. That would be little weird. Now, similar to that, we can add other sprite. Let me add one more sprite for you. Let's see what I can add. I will go to the animals and check what I may add here. I think I'm going to add the giraffe here. Yeah, why not? And I'm going to put it here. It's again too big. I'm going to give it a size of 80. And I don't even have to do the whole code because in Scratch, we have the backpack that is there at the bottom of the screen. You can just click on the backpack. You can open it and put your code inside the backpack. I already have stuff in my backpack, but you can just hold it from the top and just drag it in your backpack. So I'll just do that. And I'll go back to giraffe and I will just drag the codes back from the backpack to my script area. And we are almost done. Then I'm just going to right click on my screen and clean up the blocks. And I'm just going to type something else here, like I'm going to type, look at me, I'm so tall. That is like true. And let's see, check like how the giraffe is walking. Yeah, so now I have a giraffe and a bear in my jungle. So once you are happy with your project, you can go to the top. If you are new to Scratch, it would say Untitled 1, and you can just give it a name. You can call it, anything. I will just call it Forest Walk. And here we are done. You can also run it in a full screen mode. If you go to the top right corner where you have a 4 arrow sign, you can just click on it and you can just see it in a full screen mode. And look, our giraffe and the beaver, they're just walking happily in the forest. So that's all for today. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will come back soon with a new topic. Till then, thank you so much for your time. Bye and enjoy your projects. Thank you.